new precision weed management technologies are helping grain growers to more effectively target weeds and ultimately reduce their total herbicide costs. Optical sensors, remote and sensor weed mapping systems are becoming more widely available. That's why GRDC is investing in a series of case studies to explore the benefits and costs related to these technologies.
Herbicide resistance, in particular relevance to no-till, probably the number one challenge and the number one threat to our business. Obviously herbicide resistance is going to evolve with time. Weeds are going to work against the practices that we're employing, so we need to change and stay one step ahead of them.
There's technology out there to spot spray those weeds, but they weren't working for us. So we wanted to develop a system that was cheaper, better and more effective. And we wanted to be in control of what we wanted to spray. I'm Ben Single, I'm the Director of Single Agriculture. We're currently standing on the family farm where I grew up.
My name is Tony Single. I've been back at this family farm now for 10 to 15 years. My primary role is to manage the cropping enterprise within the business and also a farm director.
I'm John Single. I'm a third generation farmer here, so we've been here since 1920. It's now 6,500 hectares, of which we crop about 4,500 hectares. What we are seeing, I'm observing with other growers, that there is a big push back to Group S, back to steel. And that's happening because growers are having a lot of difficulty in managing their herbicide-resistant weeds. The problem with selective weed chemistry is that it's more likely to become herbicide resistant in a much shorter term than we saw with glyphosate. So it's a short-term fix if they don't manage it very well. So the solution then to managing it very well is to make sure none of those weeds that have had that alternate chemistry on set seed. And that is the whole emphasis behind producing the technology that we produced.
And so, as often happens, necessity became the mother of invention. John, Tony and Ben Single pooled their knowledge and their skills and jumped into the world of precision weed management.
The benefits of the single shot system is its ability to know what's there before you spray. So that lets us map before we actually go put any chemical in the sprayer. So we know the spray area, we know how effective it's going to be, and it lets us select on weed size. So we know the economics of it, we know maybe it's worth increasing our chemical rates because we know the prices and the costs all beforehand, and we can select the weeds that we actually want to target based on size. The process is very simple and easy. So fly the area, it just saves the data onto a big USB, bring that back to the house, process that through our software on a normal laptop.
The other components that we see are so valuable is in terms of producing a weed map, we can then produce a spray simulation of that weed map before it even goes into the spray rig. So what that spray simulation tells us is several things. Probably most importantly is that on any given weed size, the grower knows the percentage of the field that he's going to spray before he goes out there. Once he's got that information, he can then look at the various chemistry that's available to him and various cost structures.
The output is a prescription map, which you load straight into your sprayer. You don't have to make any changes, you don't have to change different nozzle types or anything like that. Go and spray with that map and you're done.
So this is actually easy, and it is. It's just a mindset, getting your head around doing something that is entirely different to what I've ever done before. And when we're flying, I will actually utilise that time doing other things as well, so it becomes very efficient as well.
We're starting to hit a wall here now where herbicide resistance is evolving rapidly, and yeah, without this tool, I think our next 5 years is going to be very difficult to continue in a cost-effective and sustainable way while maintaining full zero till, which is absolutely critical to our gross margins and long-term profitability. So I think at the end of the day, it's about utilising the tools in your toolbox to create the best outcome for your business.